Hi, I'm Jeffrey. I'm a licensed therapist and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll go over a few psychological tools to help you lose and maintain your weight. Before providing these tools, I want to clarify that I believe that we all have equal, unchangeable human worth, and your weight does not define your human worth. Disclaimer: consult with your doctor before using any of the following tools. The first tool is planning your food intake. Doing so helps regulate your portion size and the quality of the foods that you consume. Our bodies operate best on routine, and planning our meals is a great way to keep track of what we're putting into our bodies. Make sure to have flexibility within the structured routine. This means giving yourself options and then choosing among those options. An example of a day may look like this. I'm gonna have breakfast between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. and I'm either gonna have cereal or oatmeal. For lunch, I will either have a burrito bowl from Chipotle or a homemade sandwich. And for dinner, I will have a relatively healthy meal between 600 and 900 calories. In between meals, I can have healthy snacks such as fruit or nuts. Make sure to adapt your daily food intake with the help of your doctor or dietitian. My suggestion is that your food intake plan is something that is sustainable in the long term. I am personally not a fan of starvation-driven diets that only work in the short term. The second tool is to identify the thoughts that we have when we want to eat outside of our planned eating. Some common automatic thoughts include, I don't want to waste food, so I need to eat this. I feel so anxious or bored. Eating will help me feel better. A little more won't hurt. I have to say yes to people offering me food because I don't want to disappoint them. Identifying these thoughts will help you understand how your brain is trying to get you to eat outside of your planned eating. This leads to tip number 3, which is responding to those thoughts. When we respond to our thoughts, it's important to be convincing and logical. Let's see if we can come up with a few responses to our previous thoughts. For the thought, I don't want to waste food, so I better eat this, we can respond with, the food will either be wasted in the garbage or in my body. It's best for me if the food is wasted in the garbage. For the thought, I feel so anxious or bored, food will make me feel better, we can respond with, food will only make my anxiety or boredom go away in the short term, but not in the long term. It will only make things worse for me in the long run. For the thought, a little more won't hurt, we can respond with, a little more now can turn into a lot more over time. For the thought, I have to say yes to people offering me food because I don't want to disappoint them, you can respond with, if someone is disappointed in me for not eating, that's an issue that they need to work on, not me. I won't sacrifice my health just to please someone else. Those are some of the few ways that you can respond to those types of thoughts. Tip number 4 is to eat slowly and mindfully. Take your time when you're eating. Usually we don't know that we're full until 20 minutes after we eat. When we rush through our food, we typically don't know that we are already full. What tends to happen is that we keep on eating and then afterwards we may feel bloated. When you eat slowly and mindfully, you may discover that you will get full with less food. This is because you're giving your body a chance to digest food. Give these tools a shot and let me know how it goes. Feel free to comment down below a particular tool or trick or technique that has helped you. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And for more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you in the next one.